I'm a sculptor at the Franciscan Monastery, which is very near Catholic University, about a 12-minute walk. And I have been a sculptor for about 20 years. And for me, my artwork has always been, I think, a search to somehow create images that evoke devotion to God in a contemporary way. So I've always drawn on traditional media, but to try to also draw on contemporary media and forms to relate to the context and be relevant to the context in which I live. I'm a sculptor mainly because I fell in love with sculpture. And I fell in love with sculpture in Rome, Italy, when I was a sophomore in college, and I had the opportunity to leave my country for the first time and visit Italy, where my family comes from, and also to see the masters who made art since the Middle Ages and much before, of course. But to see the artists who made art in the Renaissance was my biggest influence in becoming a sculptor. I thought, oh my gosh, you can hug these artworks, you can walk around them. It was so much more alive to me than painting and drawing, which I love to do as well. But to see what Michelangelo was doing, and mainly Bernini, who was my favorite, to see Bernini's sculptures, his Teresa in Ecstasy, which is the best, and to fall in love with those pieces, that's what did it. Joseph Pieper says this very well, that if I can just read it, nobody has to observe and study the visible mystery of a human face more than the one who sets out to sculpt it in a tangible medium. And that is so very true of any kind of physical form that I have to mold. And I'm usually interested in the physical human body. So working from a model, working from images of anatomy, and really learning the muscle structure, really understanding the way in which there's a flow to the form of a human body in a way that you can actually see in horses or in other animals. You see this continuity happening in an evolutionary way, really. You can see the way in which there's actually plants. The way a rose looks can be very telling of what a face can look like, or what a face can tell you what a rose would look like. There's this amazing kind of unity in creation that I think that you find when you start to actually draw, paint, or sculpt something. Engaging in an artistic process, learning how to draw, learning how to paint, compose music, write poetry, any of these things actually engage your imagination and your intuition, because they force you to see how things fit together, as well as how these pieces individually, what they're like and what's their dimensions. So you're doing both things at the same time. So the arts really help you, in a sense, exercise both sides of your brain, I think, and in that way help to give you maturity, and then also awakens spiritual longings. I think the common misconception is that the arts are something that we think of as luxury, and I'm convinced that they are indeed basic to what it is to be human, and that we need them in order to maximize our humanity, to become human, to mature and become fully human.